und willkommen zurück. Mein Name ist Alex Fischer. Ich möchte noch ein wenig mehr auf die Eigenschaften. Aber diese Typen machen nicht nur andere zu Opfern, beziehungsweise bestätigen, belohnen das Opferdasein. Nein, sie stellen sich auch selber als Opfer dar. Das wäre versucht, wenn Adolf Hitler sagen würde, ich war das größte Opfer der Weltgeschichte, ja. Weil gerade diese Typen produzieren Opfer, stellen sich aber immer als Opfer dar, ja. Wenn man sich da verlässt einer die Gruppe und sagt, alle waren so gemein zu mir und ich wurde beschimpft, Privatnachrichten und so weiter und so weiter. Auch gehen sie mit scheinbarer Besorgtheit in Bewegungen oder das ist dann Schützer, ja, Verbraucherschützer oder welche ausgeben.
Ja.
Mein Name ist Alex Fischer und ich möchte noch ein wenig mehr auf die Eigenschaften von diesen Hater-Typen oder auch Bewohner genannt oder Psychopathen, wie auch immer du sie nennen möchtest, diese Typen, die das Mindset vertreten, andere unten zu halten, indem sie selber denken, dadurch aufzusteigen. Ja, also sie denken, sie werden größer, wenn sie andere klein machen und zu Kleinholz verraspeln. Ich möchte dir hier einfach mal so ein paar typische Sätze geben, die von diesen Leuten hören. Wie vorher schon gesagt, die machen das sehr versteckt, die machen das sehr heimlich, also sie machen das auch sehr intelligent. Aber wenn du mal einen kompletten Überblick darüber hast, dann weißt du, was ich meine. Du wirst auch feststellen, dass sich diese Sprüche gar nicht so schlimm anhören, dass sie aber trotzdem ins Unterbewusstsein einsickern und dich einfach kleiner machen und demotivieren. Einer davon wäre zum Beispiel, hey, geh die Sachen doch mal ein bisschen langsamer an. Mach dir doch nicht so einen Stress. Mach doch mal mehr Ruhe.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? How's it going? How you guys doing? New live stream. How's the sound? Can you guys hear me? Sound okay? Let me know if the sound is good. Sounds good? Okay, awesome. Awesome, guys. Okay. I'm going to talk about today's topic once we hit 20 people. Before that, you're free to ask anything. I'm going to try to give you a very good answer, help you solve your problems, and yeah, help you get ahead.
Nah, I got y'all fools this time. Drip call me Rain Man, hold me down, no bitch, I'm amazing. Yeah, fuck that nigga, Adam took E cause I'm safe.
So, how you guys doing on Friday? I think on the East Coast it should be 7, right? Hold on. So, no, it's 5, right? 5 p.m. No, damn, it's 8. It's 8. On the West Coast, it is 5. Yeah. So, what are you guys struggling with? What are your questions? Remember, I'm a life coach, and I'll teach you how to build income that is location independent, that you can make all over the world. I'm going to show you how to build a relationship life that you want. And I'm also going to show you how to unlock the secrets of the mind to become super powerful. Okay. So ask me questions. I mean, would you say that certain bad events that happen in life to some people are all just energetically karma related? Not all of them. Not all of them. Not all of them. It's what I can tell you is that everything is cause and effect, okay? So the cause of the obstacle that you're experiencing is not necessarily inside of you. It could be something else, but it is energy, right? And the most important thing is your interpretation of that thing. How do you interpret something will determine how it plays out in your life for the most part. And that's not just a mental trick. It's literally an energetic effect that you're going to have on the situation. So your interpretation of the thing is more important than what happens to you. It is 20% what happens to you and 80% how you react to it. I have a question about emotions and how to control them better. Very good question. Very important topic, my friend. You control your emotions by first of all understanding that they're energy. Energy motion is emotions. So understand that emotions are not things. Yeah. So emotions are not things that are like set in stone. How we speak of things is also very important to how we experience them. Okay. So an emotion is just a state, but it's not a thing. It's not a fixed condition. An emotional state is always in flow because it's energy in motion. Okay, so emotions are always changing. So what you have to do is if you want to change your emotional state, usually you can do that by just moving. Okay, if you get up and move, your emotions will change. Why? Because the energy is now moving. It's changing. The emotional state is gonna become different. Um, you control your emotions by you have to focus your energy on what it is that you want. When you have emotions that are not conducive to your goals, it just means that, remember, energy emotions are emotions. The energy is just moving into a direction that you don't want. So you have to learn how to control your energy and bring it into the direction that you want. And you have to, like, your subconscious adjusts by repeating something over and over and over and over again. So you have to restate the goal 1,000 times. I don't know how many times, but a lot. Okay, let's say 100 times. You have to state your goal. I want to see this. I want to be this. I want to accomplish this. Blah 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 blah. And then your emotions are going to align with that because now your energies are aligning with it. Emotions are energy in motion. Remember. How's it going, Frank? I'm doing well as always, man. I'm always thriving, always killing it. I'm a boss, bro. Always. When things happen to me in life, I'm like, universe, that's it. Come on, that's it. That's the biggest obstacle you can give me. Give me a bigger obstacle. I want to grow. I want to grow to a higher level. You see? And that's what I do. Excuse me. So yeah, that's what's up. That's how you control your emotions. You need to change the flow of energy within yourself. You need to move it into the direction that you want it to go. All right, so tomorrow is going to be Saturday night gender fight again. All right, I hope you guys are ready. You guys are ready for the Saturday night gender fight. Boom, boom. I want the guys to bring their A game because the women are gonna they're gonna try to win again. Okay, remember? Boom, boom, boom. These punches might look funny, but man, there's a lot of force behind them. Trust me. I have a lot of weight. So boom, if I use some force, man, I could knock somebody out very easily. Going to be another victory for men tomorrow, definitely. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Damn. Okay. Hey, boss. Plus, I don't feel like arguing all the time. Not my style. Okay. Don't know what you're talking about, but I guess that makes sense. What's up, Adrian? Oh, give us men a challenge. Come on. Uh, yeah. Okay, guys. So I was thinking about the the training courses and training programs that I'm gonna put up. So, I mean, obviously we gotta cover business, right? And what type of businesses would you want to learn? Would you want to learn how to make money online? In terms of course, we want to make money online because it's going to be location independent. I mean, do you want to learn how to sell products online? Do you want to learn how to build like coaching businesses? Do you want to learn how to become like online trainers? What type of stuff are you interested in? Please let me know. Product-based businesses, business that runs on autopilot. A product-based business that runs on autopilot. That's interesting. Let me just answer this question real quick, and I'm gonna be ready. Yeah. Give me just 1 second, guys. Maybe a strange question. Can the aging process be stopped? Uh, I7 law growth, however, I wonder if it's possible. That's what I'm working on finding myself, my friend. I'm trying to reverse the aging process. Yes, but you don't need any spiritual practices for that. That's actually very much doable using modern science. One second. I'll take a picture. No, that's good. Okay. Hello, Frank. Looking beautiful and intelligent as usual. And I wanted to ask how we keep our mental health good during these serious times. Looking beautiful and intelligent. I like that. How do you keep your mental health during these serious times? Okay. So you got two choices, all right? You got two choices. It's either expansion or contract. Those are the two reactions to external pressures. Yes, the times are challenging and dangerous, but what you have to do is you just have to find a how do I put it? You have to find a way to expand. You got to be productive. Production is the way out of any problem. How do you raise morale? How do you become productive? You got to organize. You got to organize your life and your mind. When you organize your mind, automatically you will go into production. Production means you create value and you create something that is useful in some way or another. Okay, so organization is the number one factor. Whenever you are confused, organize. Whenever you don't know what to do, organize. Whenever you are um, intimidated or afraid, organize. That's it. And you're gonna know what to do once you organize. 100%. It works. Cool. Um, who benefits from certain traditions that people follow, like Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas? People spend a lot of money during these holidays, and I'm thinking about capitalizing off that wave. Well, look, Santa Claus, right? What's the story behind Santa Claus? Do you know? What's the story behind Santa Claus? Story behind Santa Claus is, or does anyone here know? That's a question for you guys. Do you know who invented Santa Claus? Who came up with that idea? Do you know who invented Santa Claus? Tell me. Who do you think invented Santa Claus? And why do you think he is in Christmas or has to do with Christmas? Anyone? Does anyone have an idea? Santa Claus? Here's what's up. All right, here's what happened. Coca-Cola needed a better image, all right? And what they did was they invented this fantasy figure called Santa Claus, and they also gave it the same colors like Santa Claus, right? Red and white. I'm sorry, they gave it the same colors as Coca-Cola, red and white and all that stuff, right? So now people would associate Christmas and all those good feelings there with Coca-Cola. That's actually what Santa Claus is all about. All right. Why do why do men buy diamond rings for their wives? Where does that come from? Where does that come from? The Bourse, I think. The Bourse. Some diamond company. They had maxed out their market. Okay. So they tried to find a way on how to increase their revenue. So they launched a campaign to to convince men that they have to be willing to spend loads and loads of money, 3 monthly salaries on a ring if they want to be a good husband. And when you look throughout the world and all the a lot of the ideas that are floating around in the world, you know, and when you would trace them back to where they came from, you will see that they are launched often launched by companies, by big corporations that want to influence what people think. That's a fact. That's not. I'm not even kidding. It's true. You know. So what I'm saying is, real power is the ability to influence the masses. What was way easier in the past. Um, Now it's getting harder and harder. But I mean, that's the ideal. If you could have an outlet to influence the masses right now, that would be pretty great. Now, China is doing a great job with TikTok. They got all our data. Like, I've never been on TikTok, but I've had businesses that had TikTok accounts. So if you're using TikTok, China has all of your data. They know exactly what the fuck you're doing. Completely. So social media is a great way of getting the data and the information from all people. Which is kind of fucked up. You can, of course, you can influence people then as well. The holidays seem to become unpopular every year. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't like Christmas anyway, so fuck it. I stopped celebrating holidays after I became 15. All right, all right, all right, all right. So, capitalizing off that wave, man. The question you asked earlier, how do you capitalize off a wave like that? Well, generally speaking, every holiday, whether it's being whether Christmas or Halloween or all this other shit. First of all, people love spending money. Okay, that's a fact. So for the most part, you just got to give them a reason to spend money. Okay, and if you give them a reason like, oh, it's Black Friday, they'll be like, oh, it's Black Friday sale. Let's spend some money. They're It's Christmas. Oh, it's Christmas. Let's spend some money. Man, it's that's how the world works. The masses do what you tell them to do. For the most part, well programmed sheep. That's what most people are. Well programmed sheep. And if you can take advantage of that, you got something real going for yourself. Yep. Now the question is, how do you take advantage of that, right? That's the big question. How do you take advantage of that? Well, that's skill. Frank, what's your advice on maintaining a love relationship if you do find someone good? It's not an easy topic, but generally speaking, you just got to do your job in the relationship. I would say, do your job in the relationship. That's it, and you can't really control it. People change, people change their opinion. That's why, look, um, I think a man who makes it his ultimate goal to meet the woman of his dreams is a fucking fool, dumbass, stupid. All right, that's not your job as a man. You've been sold bullshit. You've been sold a lie. You are a warrior by nature if you're a man, okay? And your dream is to conquer things. Your dream is to go out and to spread your whatever semen, your message or whatever that might be. Okay, you're supposed to expand. That's masculinity, expansion. But Hollywood or whatever, like some dumb movies, they are giving you a female imperative. Okay, a female imperative is, oh, I'm going through all of this, and finally, when I meet this one man, then my life is going to be fine. I'm going to settle down, and then everything's going to be happy after that. That's a woman's timeline. That's a woman's imperative. A man's timeline shouldn't work like that. A man should be focused on his purpose. You're supposed to be focused on your purpose, and then you will find women that are focused on you, right? And it's like when we talk about attraction, it's like magnetism. You see, what attracts other than the genders? Look at the planets. Okay, you got the sun, and you got the moon, the earth, and all of that. They're revolving around the sun, right? You have to be the sun in the relationship. You are the man. The woman has to find you. She's the moon to your earth, or she's like the orbiter to your solar system. You have to be the sun in the center. Now the woman can be attracted to you, and she can stay in your radius. And in order to keep the attraction going, you got to stay the sun. You cannot. That doesn't work if there are two equal planets. You understand? So you got to stay the sun. The man has to be the sun. The woman is the planet revolving around the sun. She's attracted by it, and she stays there. So you have to be, first and foremost, you have to be a real man. That's your job as a guy. You have to be a man. What is the number one quality of a man? It's not his strength. It's not his, you know, penis or whatever. A man has a mission. A man is on his purpose. Every man has to go through a hero's journey. You only become a man. That's another question that I get a lot. How do you become a man? A man is not born. A man is made. A woman is born with her value. You understand? A woman doesn't have to go through challenges to become a woman. She is born a woman, and that's what she is. Boom. And then she grows up, and eventually she becomes fertile, and that's like you know, that's very, very high status if she's beautiful, right? For a man, it's a journey. You're born and you're useless, basically, pretty much. As a young boy, you're pretty much useless, right? So there's a hero's journey for all men. Hero's journeys are basically you start out as nothing, as a loser, then you go through challenges. It's super hard, and at the end of it, or in the process, you learn how to be strong and a man, self-reliant, and all that stuff. And then at the end of it, you're a high value man, a hero's journey. And every man in his life needs to go through a hero's journey. The problem is that these days, a lot of men don't go through this. And that's why they stay boys their entire life. And that's why they make their woman the center of their lives. But as a man who was authentically became a man through a hero's journey, through a lot of challenges, he will be on his purpose. And only then, if you are on your purpose, you can become that sun that the female can revolve around. And you become her world. She's not supposed to become your world. She will not be happy. You will not be happy. Everybody's going to be miserable if you're a pussy like that. What you have to be is you have to be a real man. You have to be on your purpose. You have your journey, your hero's journey, and she comes into your orbit. That's true masculine power. Okay. Now, a lot of guys don't have that these days. I understand. And that's, you know, I mean, I guess that's what it is. But that's actually what is needed. And for the most part, a woman just needs to follow. And you know, I know a lot of women don't trust that these days. They'll be like, yeah, why should we follow? Blah blah. Yeah, okay, let them be miserable. Let them be miserable. A woman guiding her own life is headed for misery and destruction, guaranteed, 100%, 100%. Women guiding themselves, guiding their own life, they're headed for destruction and misery. It is what it is, you know, 100%. Why? Because they're way too emotional. Way too emotional. And their mind is all over the place. And it's designed to make them unhappy, you know. All of you who have been raised by a mother, by a single mother, you know what it's like. I haven't been raised by a single mom, all right? But I know that a woman on her own, a woman left to her own devices, she's gonna become. And women that don't have a strong man in their lives, they will create misery for everybody around them. They will be miserable themselves, and then they will create misery for the children. They will create misery for everybody in the entire household. And that's all because they're imbalanced. There's no balance. There's no energy that balances them out. And the only energy that can balance them out is a real man. But there are very few real men out there. That's the problem, you see. So, yeah. So first of all, you have to find a real man, and then you got to be a good woman. Okay. What does it mean to be a good woman? A good woman is, first of all, tries to be a good woman. Okay, what are the qualities of a good woman? Well, first of all, do you even look after yourself? Do you work out? Do you clean yourself? Do you try to look your best? Do you try to be pleasant? Do you try to be this and that and the other? Right? Men don't need that much. They need they just need. Look, if a man has a woman that admires him, looks up to him, he's gonna grow. He's gonna just be so powerful. Okay, a woman's job is to strengthen a man's power. That's a woman's job. She's like a crystal that multiplies the power of a guy. But it takes the man, his energy, and then a woman by his side that is actually like a good woman. His power is going to explode. Okay. Another example, like the man just shoots a small load into the woman. Okay, it's like one, and then one sperm cell goes into the woman, or into the place where the baby is created, and then the woman takes one cell and creates an entire human being out of that. Okay, so a woman expands, and she like increases the power of the man. The man once gives her one cell and she creates an entire human being. She creates an entire um, human, an entire baby. Okay, so that's the power of nurturing. Okay, a woman's not there to be a warrior or a fighter and all that stuff. She's there to nurture. That's her power, and that's not putting women down. That's actually extremely powerful, extremely important. Without that, the species is not going to continue. You see what I mean? So, but women these days, they misunderstand it. If you tell them you're a nurturer, they think that you're putting them down. When in reality, that's the most important job. That's the most important job. Like without that, the whole species stops. You see what I mean? So women got it twisted too. Everybody's got it twisted these days. So what you need is you need to be a real man, or you need to find it. Since a woman asked that question, first of all, you need to find a real man. A man is a man on his purpose. Okay, a man on his purpose that has gone through his hero's journey, and you can feel that. You can feel if you have a real man in front of you. You don't need to check with your words or anything like that. It's not about what he says. It's his energy. You could just stand there and you will feel that's a man. That's a real man. And then you be beautiful, pleasant, and be a woman. Speak power into him. Tell him that he's your hero, and he's gonna be a hero. I admire you. Boom. He's gonna he's gonna become super powerful. Like, I don't understand how you don't see that. Women use their power to destroy men instead of building them up. That's not how we're designed. Imagine us being in a fucking tribe, and the man is supposed to go out and hunt the animal or protect you against some wild animal. Okay. Now you, as the woman, as his partner, at that point are like, you have to say, you can't put him down. It's like, oh, you're so fucking weak. You're not gonna beat that animal anyways. You can't even do this and that and the other. No, you're supposed to be like, listen, I believe in you. I love you. You are my king. You're whatever. I admire you. Okay. Boom. You know what's gonna happen? He's gonna develop superpowers. He's gonna become more than a human being. He's gonna be a Superman that's gonna have the strength of 12 men. Because now you spoke power into him. You made him more powerful than he is on his own. You see what I mean? And he's going to win against that animal. And he's going to come back, and you and your baby survive because you actually strengthened your man instead of putting him down. But most women these days don't understand that. What they do is they put men down, not understanding that they're actually destroying themselves. You see? So you need to be a woman that builds her man up. Because if you do that, if you treat him like that, he's going to do anything for you. And not only that, he's going to be super strong. He's going to be stronger than the whole world. He's going to fight the entire world for you. He's going to bring you the world because you spoke power and life into him. You understand? But it takes a special kind of woman to understand that. There are almost no women out there that understand that. So there are also no real women out there. You see what I mean? So you've been fooled and you've been lied to all your life that it is right to put down a man and that is a sign of strength to put down a man. No, that's idiotic. That's stupid. Stupid. So in order to be a good woman, you have to be supportive, and you have to admire your man. And if you talk to him like that, if you treat him like he will be a hero. I promise you. If you treat your man like that, you're like, I believe in you, baby. I know you can do it. You're so strong. You're incredible. He's gonna turn into a superhero. There's something special that a woman can do. She can breathe power into a man. That's what you don't understand. You see. So who's at fault here? It's not about who's at fault. It's about both genders just don't understand what the fuck they should do. Men think they should be like women and make it their end goal to find their princess or some bullshit. If you make it your end goal, if you're a guy and you make it your end goal to find a woman and to settle down with her, you are a goddamn fucking pussy, and I have zero respect for you. You're not a man to me. You're a joke. You're a joke. I'm not gonna go to war with you. Okay? A man has to be on his purpose, and you have to have gone through challenges. It's a hero's journey. Remember, you started nothing. You're a boy. You're useless. And you go through challenges, and you develop strength. You develop emotional power. You develop your instincts allow you to grow, but you have to go through challenges. Masculinity grows through being destroyed and recreated, destroyed and recreated, destroyed and recreated. A lot of you guys out there, you have never been destroyed. That's your problem. A lot of you guys, you have never been destroyed. You've never been in a situation where you have been completely destroyed by life. Most of you guys have lived with your mom and dad for the most of your life. You didn't have to move out and make things happen for yourself. You don't even know how to make things happen for yourself. Still, you need a boss. You need a job to make things happen for yourself. Why the fuck do you need a job? You know what that means? It means that you can't hunt. You're not a hunter. That means you're not a man. In ancient tribes, you're not a man. You can't even take care of yourself. You go to a boss who's like, hey boss, can you please give me a job? Can you please give me something to do so that I can eat? All right? Think about that. Think about that. Now, understand that a woman can do the same thing. She can go and have the same fucking job. So what is there to respect about you? Why would she look at you like that and be like, wow, that's a real guy. That's a real man. He's really, wow, he's worthy of admiration. No, you're not worthy. Like most of you guys are not worthy of admiration anyways. You see? You're pussies. Never had to go through anything. Can't even fend for yourself. You can't hunt. You're bad hunters. That's what you are. Bad hunters. You see? I've been on the brink of death 5 times. And only when you have been on the brink of death. And after that moment, you realize you survived. Then you grow, okay? And look, don't do anything crazy. That's not what I'm saying here. All I'm saying is, in those moments when you get destroyed and come back, and it doesn't mean that you have to physically hurt yourself or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. It could be part of it, though. Could be part of it. But what I'm saying is, let's say, like, you have to go through challenges. Do you understand that? You have to be in a situation where you're like, man, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't know if I'm going to make it. And, at that point, there's a part of you that's going to be activated. There's some energy, a hidden ability is going to be activated that will allow you to survive because you are much, much stronger than you actually think. You see all of these men out there these days that they even look like boys. They don't even look like men. The way they move, the way they like the way they talk, they don't even look like men. You understand? They look like boys. You see what I mean? And I'm really convinced that there is a certain energy that needs to be activated in a man for him to really become a man. And that energy, it's a secret part, it may be in your brain or some secret chakra, whatever the fuck that is, right? But there's a force of masculine energy that will be activated when you go through challenges. And when I say challenges, it's not a fucking math test. I'm saying it's fucking, it's you don't know if you're gonna make it or not. Boom. At that point, in the middle of despair, and there's no other way to make it but you becoming stronger, you will grow to the next level. Okay? And that force, that secret power, has to be activated again and again and again. It's also something that you have to train again and again and again. Your life can never be peaceful, ever, as a guy. Once you stop going through challenges, you will lose your power. You understand? The worst thing that could happen to a man is become civilized. You can never become civilized. You can never become a civilized person, because then you lose your masculinity, you lose your manhood. You become domesticated. You become a lapdog. You see? Did you know, like, one of the biggest trends in online porn these days is cuckolding? Did you know that? Cuckolding. Now, who consumes that porn? It's not women. It's men that consume cuckolding porns. And the psychology behind cuckolding is the woman is dissatisfied with her husband, and she brings in an alpha guy that can actually satisfy her. And the cuckold loves it. Yes, and you know what that is? That's subconsciously, that's an admonition that the guy is admitting that he's inferior to that alpha. This is what civilization has done to men. This is what civilization has done to men. You have become civilized, and that's your problem. You're not a savage anymore. You're not a man. You have to be a savage in a suit. You have to be able to what's the word? You have to be able to intelligently articulate yourself. You have to be able to make your ways in a boardroom, in a business setting, and all that stuff. But you also got to be a savage deep down. You take off your fucking suit, you got to be an animal. That's what you have to be. That's a man. This is a man, okay? A savage in a suit. And most of you are not savages. You're not even like, what are you? You're pussies. Most of you guys are pussies. Just pussies. Just pussies. For real. Okay? So that's the problem. You know, both genders. You know? At the same time, you got these feminists and all that stuff, right? But the only reason why feminists could get so far is because men are pussies. I completely blame this on men, by the way. I'm not even blaming women. I blame it on weak men. That's the problem. If there were strong men out there, this shit would never happen. So men are weak. We established that before. So pussies. All right. Yes, I can feel this, and I totally agree. Yeah, of course, because it's the truth. See, how do you tell truth from lies? Very easy. You just listen to your like emotions. Like if something true is spoken, it's like self-evident. It's like it's the easiest thing in the world. Okay, this is true. Yeah, it feels. Yeah, I can feel it. It's true. You know, but you've been told through I don't know. I don't even not even gonna go there. It's easy. It's easy to spot truth from lies. You know. My parents were married. 12 years later, they got divorced. My mom's emotions went out of control. It was the worst. Yeah, because she didn't have anything to balance her out. Same in my family, exactly the same. My mom was completely lost. Yeah, girls nowadays, especially in Western countries, talk down to guys regularly, like it's a BDSM dominatrix film. Yeah, a lot of them think that makes them more attractive. Did you know that? A lot of girls think if they're boss bitches, it makes them more attractive. Yeah, everything's just upside down, man. Everything's just upside down. Everybody's got it twisted. This almost made me cry, so beautifully said. Yeah, that's true. Words are spells. Facts, so true. Okay. Holy Devil said, how do you get a woman if you never had one? Become a man. You attract women. You don't have to go out looking for women. Women can smell that. If you're a real man, they can smell it. They will, they will send you signs. They will make it easy for you. They will make it very easy for you if you are a man. That's all you. Women need men. Men need women. Okay, very easy. They need you too. It's just that you have to be a man. So instead of focusing on women, focus on becoming a man, and then they will make it very easy for you. They will make it very easy for you. Yeah. Always think back to tribal days, okay? Tribal days. Tribal days. And look around you and think of who could actually do the job. Yeah. Who could actually do the job? If you just look at them, just feel their energy. Could they actually do the job in tribal days? What is the job in tribal days? As a man, you need to go hunting. Does that guy look like he could hunt something? Does he look like he could kill something with his bare hands? Does he, does he look like he could? Yeah. Does he look like he could cut the meat of an animal with his bare hands? Does he look strong enough to do that? Does he look like he would look like if something happened in the surroundings? What would he? How would he react? Would he be like, ah, ah, ah? Would he react like a woman, or would he stay calm and become more focused? There's also a difference that you see between men and women. When shit goes down, when something explodes or something like that, you know what happens with men? They become focused. Or real hunters, they become focused on the danger or whatever. They're like women. Ah! Women move away from it. Men are focused on it. You see what I mean? That's a difference. So is that your reaction, or are you like a woman? You see me? But I'm taking this too far right now. But that's the bottom line. Okay, just imagine we were in tribal days, and everybody that you see around you had to survive in that environment. You know, so there you got your answer. Would you be able to survive? That's also one of the reasons why tattoos make women less attractive, by the way. Okay, it's tattoos or too many tattoos. When a woman has too many tattoos, it makes her look less feminine. Why? Because tattoos traditionally in tribal days, they were like what hunters would get. Okay, a mark that a hunter gets. Okay, it's like yes, you're now an initiated hunter. That's why tattoos make you look more masculine. They make you look more dangerous, quote unquote, right? They make you like an initiated hunter. A woman that is filled like has tattoos all over her, she looks like a man. She makes her less feminine, less attractive. You see. It all goes back to tribal days, all of it. Yeah, men want fertility and innocence. That's what men want in women. If you want to look more attractive to a man, become more fertile, look more fertile and more innocent, clean. That's what we want. Hey, Frank, how do you find out if someone has just your best interest or is just using you? Um, well, most of the time, it's about how you feel at the end of the conversation with them. Do you feel empowered, or do you feel like energy has been stolen from you? People can use words to disguise their intention, but the intention will always shine through, and you know the intention by the energy that you're left with. So if you talk to them, for instance, people that are like they could disguise their hostility in warnings. Oh, just be careful. I've heard things about this and that and the other, right? But in reality, they wanna stop you from doing things. You see what I mean? So just check with yourself. Check in with yourself. Your instincts tell you everything you need to know. Just learn listening to your instincts again. This is also what ties in with the same into the same topic. If you were in the jungle, all you got is your instincts for the most part. So a lot of you guys don't even know how to listen to your instincts anymore. You have lost connection with your instincts. You know. So what is the energy that you're left with when you leave the situation? Do you feel weakened? Do you feel more powerful? That's usually how you can tell the intention of a person. Some men scream higher than a girl. Yeah. Nowadays, men need men more than ever. Uh, what's the oldest love spell ritual known? I'm not talking about love spells. I'm talking about love spells. Happy Friday. Yep. Hey Frank, is there a way to stimulate challenges as a way to train yourself, or do we just have to jump in the deep end of the pool and force and learn to adapt the hard way? Um, you have to you have to um, you have to live your own adventure, my friend. That's what it's about. Choose your adventure and live it. That's what it's about. Okay. So the adventure could be for someone, they start their own business. The adventure could be for someone, okay, I'm going to leave for a different country. The adventure could be for someone else, I'm going to, Like you have to be on an adventure. Your life has to feel like it's an adventure. And one of the qualities of an adventure is it's not safe. It's not safe. It could go this way, it could go another way. You see, so you have to find your own adventure. You have to live it. What's the science? Life coaching is my next venture. Shit, I've been doing it all my life. Might as well get paid. Awesome. Okay. Why not witchcraft these days? I made a video about that. I made an announcement like a couple weeks ago. It's on my in the playlist of my videos. It says important announcements. You create your reality. Good evening. How's it going? Yes, we all do create our reality. For sure. For sure. You are really, really good at witchcraft. Well, I know. I know, my friend. Thanks for saying that. But yeah, that's okay. Still not teaching it anymore. It's not what people need. People need other things. And there is a lot that can be learned from you about witchcraft that cannot be learned from anyone else. Too late, my friend. Should have got my mentorship when it was available. It's not available anymore. Should have jumped on everything else that I put out there, but nobody was listening. Or I shouldn't say nobody, because a lot of people took advantage of it, right? But it's too late. You know, what can I tell you? It is what it is. I do have Magic Mentor. Yeah, there were like 50 other products as well. 50 other things. But okay, never mind. It's better than nothing. I can do that. It's better than nothing. And I'm sure you learned something. Good. But look, things change. You know, time must go on, and we have to change with time. We have to change with time. Our lives have to change. And the only thing constant is change. And therefore, it is time for a new phase of our life in multiple different ways, location wise, um, in many other aspects of our life too. Actually, my life has completely changed. And now the physical world just has to catch up, and it will to the end of this year. Frank, growing up other than your dad and your brothers, did the other males in your family teach you about manhood? Did the other men in your teach me about manhood? Teach me about manhood. I guess so. You know, I guess so. Not like in a classroom, like lesson manhood or shit like that. No, but yeah, I guess so. Through observation, through you know. But the only thing is, like, you can't learn that unless you go through it. You can learn some principles, but you will only understand it in hindsight, and you will only become that once you go through it. Okay, these are not lessons that you hear and then you're like, oh, magically the guy or whatever. You have to go through challenges. It's painful, it's hard, but at the end of it, you're gonna be it. Okay, it's like an initiation. It's a hero's journey. If you don't know what a hero's journey is, Google that. Okay, every man has to go through a hero's journey in order to become a man. And that's how you learn it. That's how you learn it. What are your thoughts on the metaverse? Boring. Boring. The crossroads. Thoughts on the metaverse, the crossroads. What do you mean the crossroads? What's that supposed to mean? Crossroads. How to make sure that you do the task even if you don't feel like doing it right now. How do you feel like doing the task even if you don't feel like doing it right now? You discipline yourself. You be hard on yourself. Like what's that? Listen, my friend, you have been told that it's wrong to be angry. You have been told that it is wrong to be aggressive and all that stuff. It's not wrong to be aggressive. It's okay to be aggressive. It's okay to be angry. You understand? It's okay. It's like a woman's default response, and this is determined by hormones. Okay, women have much more oxytocin. Okay, oxytocin is kind of like that's the reason why they develop like weird relationships with their phones, for instance, right? You ever notice that women give names to objects? It's like, oh, my car, I love her, or she's so cute, oh, that's a cute car, or oh, these shoes are cute. Women have oxytocin. Oxytocin is like the love hormone. They're capable of feeling much more, what's the word? Love for things, okay? They fall in love with a puppy or shit like that, I think puppies are cute too, okay? But it's nothing that close to what a woman would be like. Men have more testosterone, okay? And both of these hormones generate different responses, emotional responses to certain things. You see what I mean? But you've been taught that the male response, which is aggression, anger, and all that stuff, is wrong. Now, you have to use that aggression in the right way, okay? Aggression is positive if you use it in a positive way, if you use it constructively. So next time you know that you should do something, do it. Why don't you slap yourself and punish yourself for not fucking having the discipline to do what you know you need to do? Because you deserve a slap in the face, don't you? Or worse. Because if you don't do what you know you should do, that's the very definition of an idiot. And if somebody needs to be slapped, it's an idiot, right? So slap yourself. Right? You slap yourself and you keep slapping yourself until you fucking do the task. That's it. And then you learn. So you train yourself. It's a Pavlovian reflex. Next time the same shit happens, you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do it. You see what I mean? Like that's one example. But you have to fucking force yourself to do things that you know you should do. Right? Otherwise, you're like you're dumb. It's really simple. Don't be soft on yourself, be hard on yourself. That's the answer. That's a man's answer. A man is disciplined. A man has discipline. Very simple, very easy. But you've been taught that you should be like more soft, and it's wrong to be aggressive. Don't yell, don't yell. You see? Don't yell, and all that shit. Why? Why am I not supposed to yell? I have testosterone. I have aggressions inside of me. As long as I don't beat you, it's none of your fucking business if I'm angry or not. So they're telling you that female responses are correct, but you're not a woman. And civilization has to control men to an extent. So you went through a system that taught you that all of those things are wrong, right? You were not allowed to beat up other kids in school, right? The teacher came and told you it's wrong. No, Bobby, don't beat Freddie. Why? Why not? I can't beat him. Why should I beat him? No, it's wrong. We don't beat up other people here. It's wrong, Bobby. And you grew up a pussy. You probably have never been beaten up. Have you ever been beaten up? Have you ever beaten someone up? Probably none of those things, right? So you're it's like, what do you even know? What do you know about yourself? Like it's that Fight Club. It's like that Fight Club quote, right? Tyler Durden. He's like, what do you know about yourself if you've never been in a fight, right? Or have never been beaten up, or have beaten someone up. You know what I mean? So, um, how do you make sure you do the task even if you don't feel like doing it right now? You probably never been slapped as a child, have you? Or have you been? Did you receive like slaps in the mouth for not doing what you were supposed to do? Just like I can't even understand. Like I don't even get it. Like these questions, where do they come from? I know I'm supposed to do it, but I can't get myself to do it. If somebody put a gun to your head, could you do it? Right? Women get too attached compared to men. No, they don't get too attached. They just get attached. They're different from us. That's it. They're just different. Divine anger. Yes, we are our own judges. All of you guys, I think what you need is a drill sergeant or something like that. A lot of people need drill sergeants. Righteous indignation. Okay, Frank, when you say slap or punish yourself, it sounds so kinky, and that is, see, this is like a. Darian, may I ask your age and never mind. This is a pornified society. You see, pornified, completely pornified society. Like seriously, I talk about self-discipline and people think about porn or some BDSM type of shit. It's, Frank, you got beatings with a belt as a kid. Not often, but yeah, it happened. Absolutely. I let my sons kick ass when necessary. Okay. Um, are you thinking these motherfuckers are retarded? I don't get the context here. I don't understand. Are you thinking these motherfuckers are retarded? I don't understand. Zechariah, next time you feel like not doing something and you know you should do it, you know, take a clip of this live stream where I talk about all this stuff, right? And then you're probably gonna do it. It's just training yourself. But generally speaking, just so you know, next time when you have to do something and you don't do it, think of me in the back of your head and know that Frank thinks that you're a pussy. Frank thinks you're weak, and Frank thinks you should be slapped. We should cover ethics versus morals. Ethics versus morals. Yeah. So the difference between ethics and morals is essentially morals are things that are being given to you for the most part. Ethics are something that somebody develops. It's like a personal moral code That's the main difference between the two. So ethics is your own moral code that you yourself gave yourself and you abide by. Morals is something that other people give you and tell you that's right. Okay, and they're not the same thing. There are a lot of things that a lot of people consider immoral, but I consider them ethical. I consider them okay. For me, it's okay to do the following. Okay, what a lot of people would say is immoral, and that I believe is ethical to do. Let me think about it. What is it? I believe a lot of people will consider it immoral if you let somebody destroy themselves. My personal ethics tell me a person can only be saved if they want to be saved. That's my personal experience and my personal ethics. Society would tell you, no, we have to save that person because whatever, we care for our weak. First of all, nowhere in nature does anyone care for the weak. Okay. You see a wolf pack and one wolf gets weak, see how fast things change. All right. But that's a little extreme. I get it. Of course, we should take care of, or let's say, family members that are weak or something like that. Of course, we should care for them 100%. Also, the people that are sick and elderly, yes, I do believe we should take care of them. Yes, I do believe. However, if somebody who is fully capable of taking care of themselves chooses to destroy themselves, I don't believe that they should be saved. I believe let them go to hell, let them destroy themselves. Why? There must be something wrong with them mentally. And only people that want to be saved can be saved. They can only save themselves. You understand? So I say, go, let them go to hell. That's my personal ethics. Go ahead, have fun, destroy yourself. It's okay. A lot of people will consider that immoral. I don't. Okay, I'm not here to try to save people that don't want to be saved. See, and there are many different examples where my personal ethical code is very much not in line with the moral code of society in a lot of ways, in a lot of different ways. Um, I believe weakness should be punished. Absolutely. Not rewarded. If you nowadays, if you act like a victim, okay, and you put yourself out there like a victim. Oh, blah blah blah. I'm victim. I'm victim this because of this. Blah 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 blah. I'm a victim because of this and this and this. You get rewarded nowadays. That's society's morals. I believe weakness should be punished. Okay, because I tell you what, if it is a real weakness, nobody would talk about it. They put it out there because they know they're going to get sympathy. So it is actually not a weakness. If somebody's truly weak, he's not going to show it. You understand? It's like being in a like an animal fight. Two animals fighting with each other, and one animal's already bleeding. The animal is gonna hide that side that is bleeding, because then if it shows its weakness, the other animal is just gonna attack that side more. Or it's like in a fight when you get kicked, you never you want to be limping. You never want to be limping, because then the fighter just knows he just has to keep hitting that leg. He's just gonna keep giving you low kicks because you showed your weakness. You understand? So true weakness, people don't show true weakness. So people that put out their weakness, their supposed weaknesses, they're putting it out there so that they get attention, and it's a form of power. You understand? So I don't believe these people should be shown any sympathy. Zero. Zero. So victimhood should be punished, in my opinion, because these are liars. They're not victims. They're using the label of victimhood to advance themselves in society. So weakness should be punished. Absolutely. That's a law of nature. Like what animal, once again, no animal is stupid enough to show its weakness to a predator. But humans run around, and who are the predators on humans? Other humans, obviously. Oh, you didn't get that? It's new. What? Like, what predator do we have? We're the apex predator. We're the most dangerous predator on this planet. So, who are our natural enemies? Ourselves. Humans are the predators on other humans. Duh. You know? Are you afraid of a lion attacking you tomorrow? Are you afraid of a lion attacking you tomorrow? No. You're afraid of a gangster, a criminal attacking you tomorrow, aren't you? So, who is your enemy? Who's your natural enemy? It's another human. Huh? Right? So, once again, I believe that humans are predators on other humans. That's not Christian morals, okay? Humanity is going to tell you, no, that's wrong. Love your enemy. Retards. Fucking retards. Who comes up with this shit? Love your enemy. Now, if that's not a slave religion, I don't know what it is. Love your enemy and let the rulers exploit you, because there's heaven. There's like in the afterlife there's heaven for you, right? But in this life you're a slave, a tax slave. So shut the fuck up and do what the Bible tells you to do. Yeah. So I could go on and on and on about that, but that's the essence of it. Okay. That's the essence of it. My ethics are very much not in line with society's morals. The difference between morals and ethics is I have my own personal ethical code that I'm not going to break for anyone. And morals is something that society will tell you is good to follow. And if you were if you were in charge of society, would you teach the people morals that actually empower them, or would you teach them morals? And remember, your agenda, your goal is to keep control over the people. What morals would you teach them? Would you teach them morals that empower you and weaken them? Or would you show them actually morals that empower them and give them the power to overthrow you? I promise you, this is a constant throughout history. Every king, every conqueror, everyone that made it to the top of society had ethics that I just gave you. My ethics, where strength was a virtue. Yeah, and it is still the case today. If you want to make it, you have to have adopt ethics that I just gave you. These are the ethics that get you to the top. It's not the slave bullshit that they teach you, like morals of society. It's good to be a victim. Oh, I have it so hard. Blah 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 blah. That's for idiots. That's for slaves. Okay, weaklings. If you want to make it to the top, you better start thinking like I do. Those are the ethics of winners. There's a clear difference, and it's been a constant throughout history that winners think like that. I guarantee you, Napoleon did think more like me than a modern day victim. 100%. A Roman emperor was thinking much more like this than this. You know? So it's actually very simple when you break it down like that, you know? Jesus. All right. Oh man. This is hey Frank. My bad, Frank. I'm in my 20s and I got abused a lot when I was younger, so I had to learn how to like being punished, beaten, and brutally more often to get used to it. Oh my god. Oh man, I don't even know what to say about this, man. Listen, I think you're getting the wrong idea here. I think you're getting the wrong idea of what I actually mean. Okay, Darian. Please, okay? Don't go there. That's not what I'm saying. You shouldn't enjoy being abused, okay? That's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. You got it completely wrong. You got it completely wrong. All in all, I love your opinion always. Okay, thanks, Teddy Bear. Only the strong survive. Yeah. Law of nature. Turn the other cheek. Your opinions are just amazing. I really like it. Okay. The art of war. Thank you for your thoughts. Yeah, Darian, I think you should watch this again, okay, and get the essence of the message. I'm not saying you should like being abused. That is wrong. Okay, you should never let anyone abuse you. Yeah. I hope you were joking, man. Probably not. All right. Any other question? If it wasn't for people that hurt me, I would have never gotten into the occult and woke up to true power. I think more men should go to therapy so women don't have to deal with their unhealed trauma as an unpaid therapist. All right. Thoughts on the D? My D? Thoughts on my dick? What thoughts do I have on my own dick? Typo. Okay. Now, thoughts on what then? Thoughts on what? Frank, were you afraid the first time you got into a fight as a kid? How did you feel about it after? I don't know. Listen. Probably, I don't know. Is that important? As a kid, first fight? But are you in Germany now? Yes, I'm in Germany. You should all come visit Germany at least once in your lifetime. You should come visit Germany. Definitely a place worth checking out. I don't know if you would want to live here, but you should definitely come visit. You can go to the red light district and you can drink beer in public or alcohol in public. Nobody cares. Clubs don't close at 2 a.m. I've been in Germany a lot. It's cool. Germans are lit. I was there many times as a tourist. Okay, nice. Yeah. But I lived here long enough. I gotta leave the fucking place. I'm done. I'm only gonna be very soon. I'm only gonna be a tourist in Germany. I'm only gonna be a tourist here. Germany has got a lot of good sides, but also a lot of bad sides. Trust me. Fucking offices and bureaucracy here. It's a fucking headache, man. It's really bad. Where did you grow up, and how long are you in Germany, Europe? I was born and raised in Germany. I was born and raised here. Where did you grow up, and how? Yeah, why Germany? Like I said, I was born here. I was born and raised here in Germany. That's why. I was born on October 8th, 1984, in Munich, Germany. October 8th, 1984. Munich, Germany. Wow. Yeah, incredible. Wow. Can you can you visit that castle in Bavaria? What is Bavaria like? It has so much interesting history. I read. Listen, no place is like you would read it in a tourist brochure. Okay. No, I said October 8th, not August 8th. October 8th. No place is like you would read it in the tourist brochure. It's basically it's basically it's a place where people live and work, and then there's also history. Europe is a much older continent than, or, you know, not older continent. That's the wrong way to put it. But the buildings here are generally much older. Okay, there are many older sites here, and to a lot of you guys, when you come over here, it will probably look like a fairy tale. Like all these ancient castles, but but for the most part, there are like cities. You know. Well, you just gotta come visit. Just gotta come visit. Okay. Just gotta travel. You gotta see the world, guys. Okay, especially Americans. A lot of Americans don't travel. It's not that you don't want to. I get it, but there's a big world out there. Okay. And I understand. America is a huge country, so you pretty much get everything. If you wanna ski, you can stay in America. If you wanna go to the beach, you can stay in America. If you want to see the desert, you can stay in America. But hey, there's a big world out there, a big world, and you should watch. You should see that world. Everybody should be internationalized these days. Like, I don't understand people that are not in the process of internationalizing their life. Like, why do you want to spend your entire life in one place? This is the 21st century, 2022. You're already connected to the whole world through the internet. But no, you're going to stay in the same town you were born in for life. I mean, that's what a lot of people do. Or, maximum they move into the next big city in the same country that they were born in. It's so boring, bro. Life is so much more than that. I promise you, this is the lifestyle of the future. The lifestyle of the future is you're being international, you're being like all over the place. Maybe you have multiple passports, multiple residences, all over the place. Okay, this is what I'm building right now. I'm gonna be. Jesus, I got this big fucking insect here. Oh fuck. Jesus, it's like this big, like a flying insect. Anyways, yeah, that's what I'm building up right now. You're gonna see me, like I'm just gonna be traveling all the time. One main residence, lots of other residences all over the place. And this is the lifestyle of the future. Anyone who has a location independent business should create that. Either you don't have to work anymore, or you have a location independent business, and you can do all of that. Otherwise, you're gonna be part of the collapse of the United States, the U.S. dollar, and all that stuff. You know. Damn, you are the least German-sounding German I've ever heard. Yeah, this is my real accent. I usually speak like this, but for the live streams, I put things in my mouth so that I sound like an American. To us Germans, the Americans, they sound like they always have something in their mouth. It's like they're always chewing and eating. Very funny, but I practice. Now I can really come close to the original American accent. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll have to rewatch the video, and it's easier to raise strong children, harder to fix broken men, they say. Definitely. Do you remember the Berlin Wall being torn down? I was like 4 years old when that happened, or 5. I remember vaguely my mom saying something about Russia, and she had a lot of respect. My mom, for some reason, she really liked that Gorbachev guy. He was the president of Russia back then. He was responsible for the fall of the Berlin Wall, and she liked him a lot for some reason. You know, it's not like she knew him, but I remember her talking good about him when he was on TV. I remember that. For the rest of the live stream, I'm going to speak in a German accent. Okay, let's see. Not for the rest of the live stream. Let's see how long I can go with it. I read this story about how the king of Bavaria let toxic courtesan basically destroy his kingdom because he was so in love with her. Very true. I like the sights, but I think it seemed weird to most people there. They were very stiff and almost never smiled. Maybe it was my vibe. No, that's German. That's Germany. Germans are really uptight until you get to know them. But they're actually shy. They're shy. And they're extra, what's the word? I think it's shyness, I think. They're very stiff. It looks like stiffness, yes. It's one of those green bugs that stink if you crush them. No, it's a bigger one. It's huge. I'm gonna kill it right after this live stream. I'm gonna kill it. Money. I can't imagine you speaking German. I do it every day. Do it every day. Frank, you know women love accents. They be, oh my God, where are you from? I love your accent. I love a man with a British accent. Yeah. He's starting to sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Yeah. It's I don't know if Arnold is Austrian. He's not German. He's Austrian. Let's see. I have OC on festivals. Germans are always the nicest people, and Israelis are the worst. Really? Okay. Didn't know that. Yeah, Arnold is Austrian. Google it. He's from Austria, not German. Sind hier eigentlich irgendwelche Deutschen? Are there any Germans on here? Hört hier irgendein Deutscher zu? Irgendjemand, der Deutsch spricht vielleicht? Ein kleinen bisschen. Okay. I was cussing the shit out of all you guys, by the way. I was cussing you out. in Germany. Das wird 20 Euro kosten, mein Freund. Most Germans I met were antisocial or depressed from my experience. Yeah, just like me. Just like me. Genau wie ich. Genau wie ich. You know, you know what happens when you live in Germany for a while? You think Hitler gave up his power? Never, man. It's like Hitler is like this evil spirit that's all over the place, right? And when you say his name, something happens. Something happens. You're like, oh, this politician compared this to Hitler. Boom, he has to go. You know, it's like an evil. Nah. And when you stay here, you become a little bit like him. Become a. No, I'm joking here. Of course, I'm joking. Yes, I have a good experience with Germans. They're very quiet and conservative and blunt. Okay. My father was in the army and stationed in Germany. I lived there shortly. I was very young. Yeah. So yeah, it's really not welcoming. Not even the hotel staff. Well, what can you say about that? Vielleicht hast du einfach nicht gut Deutsch gesprochen. Wenn du schon nach Deutschland kommst, solltest du vielleicht auch die Sprache sprechen. Vielleicht würden sie dich dann netter behandeln. Ne? Also zum einen würde ich sagen, dass ihr alle gar keinen Plan habt. Ihr wart wahrscheinlich alle gar nicht hier. Oder ein paar Leute. Ne? Zum anderen interessiert die Meinung noch überhaupt nicht. Es interessiert überhaupt nicht, was ihr da sagt. Ne? Deswegen halten wir es doch so, dass wir jetzt das Thema wechseln. Weil, na klar, treffe ich auch den ganzen Tag Arschlöcher, aber beschwere ich mich deswegen? Ich finde einfach eine Lösung. Ja? Also ich finde eine Lösung. Okay? Also ich schaue mir die Situation an, wie jeder andere auch. Ich erkenne die Situation und sofort darauf finde ich eine Lösung. Und diese Lösung bringt mich dann woanders hin. Das heißt also, ihr müsst produktiver denken. Das ist wirklich meine Meinung. Lasst den Scheiß mit Meckern, will eh keiner hören. Und, äh, und macht einfach euer Ding. Ja? So, und jetzt weiter auf Englisch. We are like neighbors, but this sounds like Chinese to me, bro. Really? Yeah, like Dutch. Dutch sounds like Chinese to me, bro. Your sis is lelijk. That's the only, that's about the only Dutch sentence that I know. Your sis is lelijk. Oh man. Laat met soes met roest. I don't know what that means. Sounds like a variant of Russian accents. They said German is the closest thing to English. I'm not sure if that is true. Not at all. Dutch is closer to English than German, for sure. It means leave my sister alone. Really? It just means, I thought it means your sister is ugly. Your sis is lelijk, right? Isn't that your sis is lelijk? Isn't that your sister's ugly? But that's okay. Hey Frank, I managed to find a job and I'm going to take your advice about having multiple saving accounts for different things. You got a job within one day? Not bad. Congratulations, bro. Yes, that means she's ugly. There you go. Okay. To begin to find true happiness, you must move far away from all Western places and forget about everyone you know there. Like you hit your head and developed amnesia. my man I Valence really gave up on the Western world. He's like the prophet of the religion of hating on the West. But I get your point, my friend. Listen, I got a very similar opinion about this whole thing. It's just that I'm not going to abandon it completely. I'm still going to come here, yeah, but it's not going to be my main residence. I'm still going to come to Germany, but I'm going to be here like maybe once or twice a year, maybe a little bit longer. But when I'm here for weeks or so, maybe a month, but then I'm gone. You know, and I'm just going to be here to to fucking uh, hang out and meet friends, not for work. No, Russian accent is different. I met a Russian last week, very bubbly and nice lady. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys gotta see the world. What are you doing, man? You gotta go and see the world. Frank, are your brothers married or no? I'm not going to talk about my family on this live stream. Um, yeah. So, okay, we established a couple of things. Most of you guys are pussies, right? You should travel more. I'm German, and I actually speak German. And somebody said I'm handsome and intelligent. I agree with that too. It's a very good assessment of the situation. I think you win the prize today. Whoever said that, I think it was Darian. You win the prize for the best comment. You said I'm handsome and intelligent. I like that. Did you actually say that, or did you no? You said I look handsome and intelligent. Almost as good as saying I am handsome and intelligent. But I'm gonna give out prizes for the best comments these days. Okay, so this is the this is the this is the comment that wins today. Frank, that's a good one. All right. I agree with brother I Valence. I'm ready to repent, work harder to move away, and redeem my soul. Where are you planning on moving, Rogan? Don't tell me Canada. All right, please don't tell me Canada. That's like the same thing. A family member wants to buy a house together, but I'm like, no. The best comment yesterday was that you look like Idris Elba. Yeah, no, it was not a good comment. That was a complete. I look nothing like that guy. Come on, I look nothing like that guy. Even though I know a lot of women like him, right? He's like a lot of women like that guy, Idris Elba. That's probably because of his British accent or something. Thanks, Frank. Can't wait to see what comments look like tomorrow. Okay, guys. So let's do it for 10 more minutes. Okay, I'm going to do 2 full hours. We got 10 more minutes for 2 full hours. And what other questions do you have? What other questions do you have, guys? What questions do you have? He's considered the sexiest man along with Denzel. My mom has the biggest crush on him. Okay. I probably want to move up on Russia, but our black people come out missing there. Okay. Well, then stay where you are. Stay where you are. Listen, this is the biggest crap I've look. Listen, in most countries, you are safer as a black person than, especially as a black man, than in America. Okay, man. Number one, like the fucking shootings. Like how many people get shot in America all the time? You won't get shot here. I promise you. You will not get shot. Okay. Plus, okay, in Russia, it's very rare to see black people. In Germany, it's not that rare anymore to see black people. Okay? You can live a very normal life here. It's a very good life. Most of the world is like that, actually. Okay. You don't have to worry about the fucking police. Listen, like it's like fuck. Like if you're black in America, like you have beef with the police, don't you? Like 100%, like by default, you're a black guy, you have problems with the police, don't you? So you tell me what like don't start this racism bullshit. You know, most of the world is way less racist than this fucking United States place. 100%. Promise you. How do I know? I've been there. Okay. So racism is an old problem in the United States. It's like in the fabric of and everybody's obsessed with it. Everybody's obsessed with it. Everything is about race. A lot of things, you know. It's not like that in a lot of places of the world, you know. So, but you gotta try it out. You gotta see it. Gotta see it. What country is safe for a single woman to move to? Almost every country out there. Almost every country. There's absolutely nothing that's going to happen to you when you come here. I promise you. There's nothing. What's going to happen to you? Seriously. Nothing. You're safer, and that has nothing to do with black, white, or whatever. You're safer in Europe than you are in the U.S. for sure. Absolutely, man. Why don't you come visit? Why don't you watch? Why don't you look at it? These fucking cops that you have over there, they're not cops. What is that? They're the fucking. It's an occupying force. It's an occupying force that is supposed uh, to scare people into submission. That's what the American police force are. It's an occupying force. They actually have military fucking all right, like a lot of them. Like I mean, you know it better than me. You know it better than me, don't you? Right? It's a fucking rigged system. It's fucking crooked. Like how dirty can you be? They have quotas for arresting people. They have quotas for arresting people. They have to arrest people. And what do these fuckers do? They look for the next black guy to lock up. These fuckers. It's dirty, dirty, dirty. Okay. Well, the police were never a problem from here. If anything, the other blacks always tried to torment me. Okay, well, that's good for you. So basically, if you have a blonde hair girlfriend in Germany, if she took you to see her parents, they wouldn't be surprised that you're black. They wouldn't be surprised that I'm black. Well, it's probably not likely because there are very few or much less black people here. Which would they have a problem with it? It depends on the parents, but believe it or not, I've done that. Believe it or not, believe it or not. What country is safe for a single woman to move to? I moved 10 to 12 times since February, so I might as well start traveling outside of the US. Okay. People stay here for the money. All right. Well, all you guys need to make your own. You have to make your own experiences. Obviously, okay. Make your own experiences. Come up with your own opinions. Come up with your own opinions about that stuff. Okay. I'm just saying that a lot of the things that you hear and think, my experiences are not true. So you're saying if your ex's parents didn't have an issue because you was black. That's not a sentence that makes sense. So you saying if your ex's parents didn't have an issue because you was black. First of all, I don't even know what you're saying here. So you're saying if your ex's parents didn't have an issue because you was black. Do you mean to say so you saying your ex's parents didn't have an issue because you were black? Is that what you're asking? Okay. Did you hear that? That is a big bug. My cousin is half Russian, just married a black husband, and she told us she is now experiencing heaven. I didn't ask for details. Okay. So your ex's parents didn't care that you were black. Well, I'm sure that. What do you mean? That could have been a factor. Okay, but it's look. I think you have to see this very differently from the United States. Okay, so first of all, the United States has like these what's the word? There's obviously a special type of beef between white people and black people in America. Okay, so and they had segregation. It was like illegal to marry out of your race and all that stuff. Okay, so there's a big, deep cultural divide still going on. Okay, we all saw that 2020, Black Lives Matter and all that stuff, all the protests. Okay, now obviously there's tribalism in Europe. Of course, there's tribalism, but um, how should I put it? It's not necessarily a taboo. It's basically, oh, he's not what. Okay, let's say, okay, what would be an example? Okay, so let's say I'm black. I get with a German girl, a German blonde girl that you mentioned here. Her parents. Okay, here's how it's gonna go most likely. Here's how it's gonna go most likely. Okay, they're gonna be surprised and like, okay, well, we did not expect that. We thought it was something else. Okay, but it's not because I'm black. It's like because I'm not because I don't look like her, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? If she had brought an Italian guy, it would have been the same thing. You get it? Or if she would have brought a guy from Spain, if she brought a guy from Poland, Russia, Romania, all of that stuff, Turkey, it's not necessarily a black and white thing. It's more like a what's the word? But it's not like a hate thing or like a you get what I mean? It's not as weird. Listen, I've been to America. I've seen how segregated it is. People don't really hang out with each other. People don't mix. Okay, and so yeah, I mean, listen, you can go to New York City. You will see like people live in their own fucking places, don't they? People live in their own fucking parts of the city. They don't mix at all. If you move in next to somebody, they're going to have a problem with it. Right? So, what can I tell you? I mean, um, I guess there's nothing else to say about this stuff, you know. You know Andrew Tate and his brother. Yeah, I learned about those guys a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Here in the Netherlands, it is never a problem if someone comes home with someone of a different color. It is totally part of Dutch culture. Yeah. I mean, like I said, like what's the big deal? For the most part, really, people don't really care about that as much. If that makes sense, you know. And it's also not white people, not just white people in America. Racism goes both ways. Okay, black people are racist as well. Shit that I heard there, it's crazy. Um, Tate brothers are not officially banned from Facebook and Instagram. Okay, I mean to type now. Yeah, but I mean that was expected, wasn't it? I'm sure they have done something to prepare for that. Listen, all you gotta do to know how fucked up American society is when it comes to race is watch porn, interracial porn. Okay, let's be honest. That shit is the most racist stuff I've ever seen. The most racist shit I've ever seen. All these fucking stereotypes where some black criminals gang rape a white girl and they just came out of prison or break into the house. Like, what does that tell you about the psychology of a country? Right? So you tell me, how fucked up is that? That's pretty fucked up. It's just a you get what I mean? That's America. That's the legacy of slavery and segregation. It's an underlying current. People are born into a racist type of thinking that doesn't exist here. You get what I mean? Of course, there are like prejudice. There's like prejudice and stuff like that, but it's not like that. You get what I mean? Don't get me started on this mass incarceration thing. This is just fucking weird. Okay. Yes, I had family members that didn't want to talk to my uncle girlfriend because she was white and ignored her the whole time. Okay. They're always trying to take masculine men like you, Frank, and the Tate brothers down on these platforms. We need to move to something else soon. Yeah. Services are also segregated in terms of infrastructure. Okay. Make sure you got your backs. Okay, let's change the topic here. Let's change the topic. Yep, here in Western Europe, there's as good as no racism. I wouldn't say it doesn't exist, but it's much, much less. It's much, much less. Yeah, justified it by saying bad influence to young men. But that was expected, really. That's expected. Okay. That's expected stuff. Okay, two hours have passed. Um, good. Guys, if you want me to go live, give me 10 yeses, okay? If you want me to go live tomorrow for a Saturday night gender fight, give me 10 yeses. Okay, I need 10 yeses, and then we're going to continue. Yes. 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 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, 25 people. I don't get 10 yeses. Come on. 10. Thank you. You're awesome. Okay, guys. Going to see you tomorrow for Saturday night gender fight. You better bring your A game. Okay, I want to see the men win. But if your men bring a shit game, the ladies are going to win. Okay, I'm going to be a fair judge. All right. Peace.